So welcome to my brand new playlist called Sourcing Tips. And if you know me from my Facebook group, the Amazon Seller Knowledge Bank, or if you've had a walk and talk with me, you will hear that I'm always going on about finding unusual products from unique sources. And what I mean by that is products that are popular for buyers, people want to buy them, but maybe sellers aren't thinking about them, and sources that are off the beaten track. So no Argos, no Ocado, no Sainsbury's, no Tesco, no Pets at Home. So the first video is all about utilising a website that most of us probably use already, just using it for a different way. So I'm just going to screen share. So this is my top cashback site. I've been using it for about 3 months and I've got accrued £404 and I've had or been paid £51 of that. This video isn't really about top cashback, so I just want to skim over this part of it. But the reason £350 is outstanding is because websites take between 6 and 14 weeks to pay you. Once you get going and use it quite often, the money will start to roll, but in the beginning you have to wait. So most people use top cashback, get their money back, and that's as far as they take it. However, I have another use, so we can minimize that. So as I said, I like to find unique items. So let's pretend we're searching for lamps. Okay, so you just enter your keyword, the word you want to find, lamps, in here, and you hit the search bar. This will bring up every company that has lamps in the name or lamps in a category or is somehow associated to lamps, and is also in top cashback. So there may be more websites that you can find lamp related products, but not in top cashback. So it just makes sense to get cashback on your items. So let's have a look at, I've never seen this before. This is brand new data. I've never tried it. I don't sell lamps. So this is all new. So this one, lights for living, gives you 6.6% cashback. So open it up, get cashback now. Wait for it to load. And this is the site. Now, I have no idea if this website is good or bad, if there's profitable items, if they're private label. You'll have to use your SAS for your analysis. This is just a way of accumulating lists of websites that nobody else is looking at and just getting some unusual sources. And it's a bit of it becomes a bit of like a path. So you think you're starting to look at lamps and you may find this website and that website, you kind of deviate off. So don't worry if you kind of end up somewhere an hour later and it's nowhere near where you started. It's just to open your mind so that you can discover things that nobody else is looking for. So I'm not going to do the analysis. I'm just going to build my list. So you take your website URL, create a brand new document in Google Sheets or Excel or whatever you like to do. I like to keep the month, year, and the URL and the topic. I've got the topic down there, so I won't replicate it. Done. Simple as that. Let's have a look at another one for lights. What's this one? Dusk lighting, 8.25%, which is always nice to see. Let it open. Okay, light bulbs, clearance is always good if you want to find some bargains. Again, I don't really know much about this website. I'm not particularly here to do the analysis of the products. I just want to explain to you how I've built up a list of probably near on 1,000 independent websites now. So that's the kind of point. So there we go. So again, October 20, and here's your URL. Great. So okay, so I found 2 light ones. That's really helpful. I can now go and give that to my VA or sit down tomorrow or whatever, however and whenever you do your sourcing. Let's have a look for the same with candles. Let's try seeing something else, seeing if it works with different ideas. Put it into your search, have a look. We've got 7 items for candles. So candles direct. Okay, that I've not seen this before, but that looks like it might be some sort of candle wholesaler. So that's always helpful to spot. At this point, I will say be slightly careful if you sell Yankee. Yankee candles can be problematic, but the principle works. So this looks like a Yankee website, but the principle of finding your websites through this source works. So October, here's the URL. We'll do one more on candles. Candles. Let's have a look at Olivia's. They might be private label, but have a look. So this is the point where your SaaS becomes your best friend. You can do all your analysis. It will tell you if it's private label, it will tell you if it's hazmat. But for this purpose, we're just going to find the websites. So Olivia's does lots of different things. Lamps, which would have been good for before, candles, bottle openers, cutlery. So this website alone, I would give to one of my VAs and go and say, spend 15 hours, 20 hours, whatever it needs, just go and literally take this website apart piece by piece and find me any items that are profitable. There's that. So we want olivias.com. You take your thing and you add it in. We will have a look at, right, so that's looking up something tangible like lamps and candles. What if you wanted to look up a topic? So within a health and beauty, you might want to look up hair, or within tools, you might want to look up power tools, or if you're looking at pets, you might want to look at cockatoos, or I don't know, dogs or something. Right, so I'm going to have a look at feet. Okay, this is brand new. I have no idea what this is going to find. I want to find anything associated to feet. I have no idea what to bring up. Let's go see. So it's given me 2 results for feet, My Pharmacy and Mankind. And then it's given me some other examples of what looks like it's in the beauty category. So this is where I said you can go down a bit of a rabbit warren. So I've started off with feet. That's really interesting. But actually, I think I'm going to press Mankind. Now, I know Mankind has very little to do with feet. It's probably talking about shoes. But so I'm a new customer, let's get cash back. But this is where you can go in any direction that it wants to take you. You can change how you're going. So I can do fragrances, dental care. I can do offers is always a good place to start if you're new to your website or your RA. Shaving, that can be really good. So I started to have a look at feet. And I've deviated, but that's perfectly fine because nobody said I had to find feet. I'm just on a bit of a mission to find unique websites that most people wouldn't think of using. So I'm going to take that URL, copy, paste. I'm going to add one, and I don't quite know what Mankind is yet. So I'm going to just put this down as uncategorized because I'm not sure, and I'm going to put my date here. So as you can see, you can literally do anything. Let's see if I put hair. Let's see what that brings us. Hair. Search. So hair plus, wow, look at that cashback, 16.5%. Hot hair, Trilab hair, Covert hair, Mark Birch hair, boots, look fantastic, Matalan. It goes on and on and on. And these lists go, oh my God, 105 pages. So you may want to give this task to your VA. You may even outsource this bit. So you might go to your VA and say, right, can you put hair in the title and just put in a spreadsheet every single URL that comes up, and then either you or somebody else can go through and get rid of the ones which aren't applicable. Let's have a very quick look at hairplus.co.uk. Hair Plus is a completely natural solution for creating an appearance of genuinely thick, healthy hair. Well, I think I've got enough hair, so I won't be needing to thicken mine, but other people might be, so it's definitely something worth looking at. When it opens, it's a bit slow, this one. Wow, okay, so interesting. So we've got an online shop, and we can go and have a look around at our leisure, making sure that we use our SaaS for all our analysis. Fantastic. Right, I'm going to leave that at this point here. Oh, let's take a note of this. So as I said, I've got a list of probably, so this would be hair. It was October. I've probably got a list of about 1,000 unique websites that I literally found like this, that I'd never heard of before, that other people haven't heard of before. Be very careful if it looks a bit private label-y. Obviously you can accidentally discover websites of stuff that people don't want you saying on Amazon, but that then comes down to your due diligence. This is just a way to avoid Tesco's, Boots, Superdrug, and just find stuff in different ways. Also, the smaller retailers will often be happy to give you 10s or 20s of stuff, and if you build a relationship with them, they will also call you when they want to clear stuff, if they've got a certain range that they no longer want to sell or can't sell, and sometimes they will cut you in on a wholesale deal. So I had somebody who rang me and said, look, I've been offered 150 of these, I only want to take 80, do you want to take the remainder, and we'll cut a deal? And I was very gratefully said yes. So you can take this as a base starting point for building all kinds of relationships with all kinds of different retailers that nobody else is looking for. So in the link below, I will put a link to the Facebook group where it's full of tips and tricks and really good discussions. Brand new sellers, really experienced sellers, big and small, we all just kind of chip in and share our knowledge. And also I'll put in a link for top cashback savings, so you can make the most of your money, and also source beginning in the same way how I source. So until I do the next video, thank you very much for watching, and I'm sure we'll see you soon. Take care.